Oh man, things have been getting really tough for me. I'm feeling a little under the weather. I just took a couple of Tylenols. Hopefully I'll feel better. If not, I'm gonna head to the doctors. I just took my temperature. I don't have a temperature. I'm not used to this. I am freaking out. I'm used to having a mom my whole life. I'm used to having a wife my whole life to take care of me. I'm like a big little bambino, right? I'm like a big baby. I'm like a big Italian baby. Mama. Justin, I'm freaking out, Justin, because I watched what my wife went through with the pneumonia. I watched what my mom went through with the pneumonia. And I don't know. I get a little freaked out. I don't think I have pneumonia. I'm not coughing, but I feel like a little under the weather. Sinuses. I'm going to go get it checked out, I guess. It's just freaked out, just freaking out. I don't have a mother anymore, man. I feel like man, you don't know, man. You have no idea how hard it is to have someone in your life, your whole entire life, and then, oof, they're gone. I mean, what do you do in a situation like that? How do you handle a situation like that? How do you deal with a situation like that? My mother gave birth to me 47 years ago, September 30th, 77. Oh, you do understand. At least you understand, Justin Harry. God bless you, brother. You understand. But a lot of people don't understand. How do you handle that, man? Like, how do you? I'm just not used to it. Like, I'm taking on so many new things now. You have no idea how many things. Cleaning the clothes, cleaning the house. Matter of fact, I gotta go clean the clothes now, actually. Cleaning dishes, taking care of the dogs. Now I gotta be Mr. Mom. And not only can I be the dad here, I gotta be Mr. Mom. People are a-holes, man. Oh man. I gotta clean all the clothes now. Hold on. As we're talking, I gotta do the clothes. So I'm putting it over. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm doing the clothes here. You've been Mr. Everything since 1995. Oh my God. You know it is. You're used to it, Justin. Now I'm not used to it. I'm not used to it. Oh man. I just I don't know. I'm freaking out a little bit because my whole life has been turned upside down. My whole life has been turned upside down, and it seems like, see, you know what's funny? When you have somebody in your life, like I'll tell you this, like Jennifer, she was like my everything. She was our everything to our family. And what happens is that she was with us all day, all afternoon, all night long, completely always taking care of us, always being there for us. Now, what happens is that when she's gone, you go to my mom, right? But the problem was my mom got sick and she couldn't do anything anymore. So even when my mom was alive, I have to face the reality. She couldn't do it anymore, you know, between the COPD, the heart condition, the pneumonia, and ultimately, I think the heart condition is what killed her. God bless her. I'll say passed away. I hate using that word. Yeah, Wes, God bless you, man. Uh, man. Remember, guys, I don't want to break chops. It's not a requirement, okay? But I am hurting. My family is hurting in more ways than one. In more ways than one. Financially, emotionally, spiritually. So I just put this up there for anybody with a good heart, okay? I put this up there. This is my Cash App. If somebody could type this out. Oh, God bless your mom, Wes. God bless your mom. If someone could type out my Cash App, I'd appreciate it. It's the $ Richard Lavoie, $RICHARDLEVOI. There's no space, no underscore in between my first and last name. Any small contribution could help a family right now going through the hardest time of their lives. Thank you, Justin. Thank you. I just pinned a message from Justin Henry. You know, I don't know. It's all about the kids right now. That's it. It's all about Michael, and Sophia. That's just like life is not even about me anymore. I'm like I don't know what you would call me at this point. I'm like I'm not even existent. It's like it's for the kids. I love you, Justin. It's like for the kids. But, I got to keep making money, and I depend on my YouTube community to constantly be there for me because I love all of you. I love all of you. And I know that you'll come through for me and my family. Selfless, yeah. That's what people ask me. Oh, what do you need money for? What do I need money for? When my wife was alive, I was her caretaker. I was making $3,000 a month taking care of my wife. When my mom was alive, the Social Security, her pension, I helped get for her, for my father. She was making like $3,500 a month. All this funding is now gone. It's gone. Just like this. Poof. Sinuses, man. So people are like, well, what do you need entertainment tips for? Listen, I'm willing to entertain. I'm willing to entertain. Besides talking, I play the piano. I'm going to keep everybody entertained. But I got to get my life, my kids' life, everybody's life back on track now. So part of my channel, yes, is entertainment tips. Because I'm an entertainer, and that's what entertainers do. We entertain, and hopefully people have the good heart to give us entertainment tips. But with that said, even if people don't give me entertainment tips, I'm still going to entertain, you're just hoping. You're hoping, okay, someone's going to care. Someone's going to do the right thing, That's all you can do for. All you can do is hope. That's all you can do in life. You can't do nothing else. Oh, man. All you can do is hope. I wish you peace. I appreciate that, but I have no peace. Do you want me to be honest with you, or do you want me to lie to you? The only peace I have is the kids. That's it. I live through their eyes now. I live through my children's eyes. See, my children, example, are sleeping, and they're in peace. They're sleeping like little babies. I see them. They're in a great, nice, relaxing rest. Not me. No, I'm telling you the truth. I never lie. I'm shot, guys. I'm shot, but I gotta watch everything I say. Because it's like there's always somebody like listening, like, I gotta watch everything I say. Everybody's thinking like, is this guy all right? Yeah, I'm all right. But it's called hurts. People like, I don't know, it's like weird. People don't expect you to be hurt. They're like, what's the matter? What's the matter with me? I don't know what's the matter with me. I lost my wife. Been married 19 years. Known her 27 years. Oh, man. I lost my mom. Justin, you're a very important person, man. You are a very important person to me. I consider you to be a great friend and family. I consider you to be. Um, my goals. My goals are just to look. What are my goals? I mean, just to maintain the life that I've previously had, if it's possible. To, I mean, I can write it down, but I already know it in my head. To stay strong for the kids and the children and give them a life of happiness, give them a life of fulfillment. Like I said, for me, for my own goals, I don't think I have any anymore. It's just my goals are for the children. That's my goals. Obviously, I'd like to become a successful YouTuber because that will help me be a better father for my children, right? So, I mean, that's a goal for myself. You want to hear a goal for myself? If I could become a successful YouTuber, that's a goal. I love you, Justin. I would like to become a successful YouTuber, and I do have a goal actually. I should, now I'm thinking about it. I want to become an advocate against cancer. I want to fight cancer. I want to eventually help families that are dealing with cancer and even pneumonia. Pneumonia could be worse than cancer. My financial goals. Look, I do believe this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner, but I am a big believer in Bitcoin. I do believe in it, even though I know everything's dropping. You know what I mean. It doesn't make a difference in the long term for me. It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner, but I do believe in Bitcoin. But again, don't listen to me. Do not listen to anything I just said. But no, I do. I do believe in it. I'm just not, my head's just not there anymore to talk about it. One day maybe. I don't know if I don't know. I don't know when that will ever happen for me to again to go back into financial like talk. But I am a big believer in Bitcoin. So as time goes on, I do plan on accumulating Bitcoin for the long term. Like a very consistent thing. Again, don't listen to me. I'm not a financial planner and I don't give financial advice. But with that said, right now, I'm just trying to get back to maintaining a life I previously had. Isn't that crazy? Like this was all like when my mom and my wife were alive, this was all standard. Like what I'm fighting for right now, vigorously, just trying to get back to. It's like, think about this. I had a wife. Hold on. This is all just like as a couple of months ago. I had a wife. I had a mom. I to a certain degree, I feel I had. I wouldn't say financial security, but I would say stability, financial stability. Like a pretty set monthly income, a set monthly income. Now I feel sick too. I took a couple of Tylenols, man. I hope I'm gonna feel better. I don't have a temperature, but I'm freaked out over what. Listen, you all know I gave my mom mouth-to-mouth compression. I was trying to save my mother's life, and you know, it's possible. I mean, who cares? You know what I mean? I mean, anybody would do the same thing to save their mom. But the problem is, I also have to be strong for the kids. And when I gave her that mouth-to-mouth compression, I don't know if I hope I didn't get pneumonia. I don't think so. But I'm not really feeling the greatest. You know, I think we all got to get checked out again. What was I gonna do? Not attempt to save my mother's life. Even my son was like, "Dad, you put your mouth on Grandma." I was like, "Listen, I had to try to save her life until the paramedics arrived. They told me I did a good job. They said, look, when we got there, she had a pulse. They told me that you were doing something. You were getting air in there. You were doing a good job." But unfortunately, they worked on her for 10, 15 minutes. They couldn't revive her. Ah, it's like, what the thing is? I'm used to. Let me tell you what I'm used to, and let me tell you, like, all right, I'm going to give you an analogy. When when I was a young gun, when I was a young guy, like, you know what I mean. I was dating. I was on the market. I ran across a lot of psycho girls. Forget about it, Madon. Like, this is before I met Jennifer. I was in a relationship with one girl. She actually left me. This girl, Jackie. She left me for a financial planner. Can you believe that shit? Can you believe my first girlfriend, right? I was with from 15 to about 21. She broke up with me for a guy like 20 years older than her. She wanted, to get married quick. I wasn't ready to get married at 20, 21. She left me for a financial planner. I just think that's funny. Because, all of us say we're not financial planners. We don't give financial advice. But yet my first ex-girlfriend actually left me for a financial planner. So I think, to me, that's kind of funny. But anyway. Anyway, man. There was like this period for about 1 year I was single. I was always in relationships my whole life, even when I was as young as 15. Forget about it. 15 to 20 when I was in a relationship. Just there was about a 1 year period, something like that. I was single. And man, did I date some crazy girls. I remember this one girl, there was this Greek girl. Beautiful girl. Beautiful girl, right? She tells me, right? She's in the car with me. She goes, Rich, can we go to a diner? I never forget this as long as I live. I said, sure. I said, sure. Are you hungry? Are you, like Rocky, are you hungry? Are you hungry? She goes, yeah, I'm hungry. I said, all right, I would take you to the diner. We get to the diner. And she says to me, what's up, Cole? She says, why are we here? She says to me, why are we at the diner? I said, what are you talking about, Willis? I said, you told me you were hungry. You told me you said you wanted to go to the diner. I brought you to the diner to eat. She says, I don't remember saying that. I said, what's the matter with you? I told her, what do you want, friggin' drugs or something? She goes, yeah. I said, oh. The girl was taking some of the white powder, I think. Listen, I'm just saying to you, I met some psychos in my day. And then I met my wife, Jennifer, my future wife, in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. But see, that's the problem, is that you get tired of that. Look, this is the part of the single life that sucks. What's up, Angie? The single life sucks because you're meeting all these psychos, It's like, not even putting aside like relationships, people in general are a-holes. It's like, I'm looking for a support system, right? I don't have any support system. I got nobody. I really got nobody. It's not a joke. All by myself. Don't want to be. I'm all by myself. I don't have a support system. Like once in a while, someone will be nice to me. But the problem is, people are living their own lives. You understand? You'll talk to one of your buddies that they're there for you one day, and then that's it. They got to go to work. The kids got the football game. The daughter's got the dance tournaments. That's it. They can't be there anymore for you. It's like a one time. It's like a one time thank you. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. You get that? You see, I'm used to having like support every day. Don't you understand? I'm used to having a wife. I'm used to having a mother. Like my wife and my mom, they lived with me in the same house. And so I had like, not only did I have a support system from my wife, I had double support. I had a support system for my wife and my mom. So I was on like support overdrive. I went from having double support. Check this out. I went from having double support to, as we say in Italian, ugats. Ugats, zero support. That is a big transition, ladies and gentlemen. To go from having double support, your wife and your mom, to having absolutely no support. Oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. That's why I tell the kids, I say, listen, you guys got to help me. I tell them, you got to do chores. Once in a while, give me a little hug, show me you care. But kids are kids, kids want to do kids things. Yeah, I take them out with their friend. We go see William. We actually went to Burger King. I got to stop eating like this. I told Mike, I said, Mike, tomorrow we're going to start having like some home cooked dinners again. Michael is a good cook. He really is. He's a good chef. He's like a little a chef boy ID, Michael. Uh, but you know, that's just what you got to do. Is that you have to bring some kind of like a normal environment to an abnormal environment. How do you do that? How do you bring a normal environment? You're used to having all this stuff. You're used to having a wife. That first of all, you know, let me be clear. Let me be clear to all of you, okay? Because a lot of people don't understand this. I had the greatest wife in the world, man. Not only see, it's one thing to just have a wife, but it's another thing to have what's called your soulmate. It's another thing to have your soulmate. It's another thing to have someone who literally lives to please you, who lives to please her children. And this is why I'm angry at God. And I don't care. Look, I'm sorry. I'll ask Mike if he made that meal. Was it the Italian? Was it the Alfredo? He made the Alfredo from Italy. Was that it? Justin. Recently, Mike made the real deal Italy fettuccine Alfredo. No, okay. I'll ask him. But people talk about Wes. I miss my mom's death. I was too busy getting stoned. Oh my god. By the time he got to us, she already passed. It took years to get over not being there in the last moments. Wes, let me tell you something. I saw my mother pass right in front of me, and I almost wish I didn't. Let me try to make you feel a little better, Wes. I saw my mother collapse on the floor right in front of my eyes. I saw my mother say, I can't breathe. And I saw my mother basically stop breathing. Her chest, I was watching her chest compress. It stopped compressing. It's almost like she turned cold. I was blowing air into her lungs. Nothing. I tried to pour a little water down her throat. I was trying to give her an aspirin. And it was like she wasn't swallowing the water. The water was getting stuck. It was getting stuck in the throat, Wes. The water, I had to get my fingers, I had to dig the water out. So, you know what, brother? I don't know if you'd want to witness that. Maybe your mom didn't want you to witness it either. God bless her. It's not a good thing to witness. Your mom knew that you loved her. Ugh. So, I am a little paranoid. You hear people talk about pneumonia. I mean, I remember my mom as a kid. I go outside, My mom said, make sure you wear your jacket, she would say. You don't want to catch pneumonia. I never even knew what pneumonia was. I thought pneumonia was some kind of like, I don't know. I'm like, what is it? Like the flu or some shit? I didn't know what it was. Oh, it's not the flu. Pneumonia is not the flu. But that's what I thought when I was a kid. I'm like, what's pneumonia? Was it like a common cold, like the flu? No. Pneumonia is no serious, man. It's cancer, man. I hate to use that expression. You know, expression serious is. I think pneumonia is more serious. I think pneumonia is more serious, and that's really what ultimately. My wife didn't even pass away from cancer. It was cancer related because ultimately the cancer in the brain is what caused my poor wife to have the trouble swallowing, chewing food, which led to her getting aspiration pneumonia. But it's cancer related, but I believe it was all respiratory and pneumonia related. Her passing is terrible, man. Same thing with my mom. Yeah, I know, but the question is, how is pneumonia? How did it start? Like in the case of my wife, she was having trouble chewing and swallowing, so food went down. Like you have two pipes. You have one pipe here goes to your esophagus, which goes to the stomach, like where you swallow your food and everything, your liquids. And then you have another pipe that's the airway pipe that goes to the lungs. Food is not supposed to go down. You have the expression, it went down the wrong pipe. So that's what happened to my poor wife. Can't think about it no more. You know, people keep asking me, you know, my wife did not want a public service, just to let everyone know. It's already done. Everything's done now. It's going to be a private service. Everything my wife wanted, she wanted private. You know, she didn't really want anything public. Just woke up for a bit. What's up, Lacey? Uh, Lacey's like the best to me. She's family. You know, God is close to the brokenhearted. The question is, did God make us brokenhearted, though? That's the question. Look, I know a lot of you are going to get mad at me because I know a lot of you are very, very religious people, but I feel punished. I feel like I'm being tortured. I'm not kidding you. I feel like I'm being punished and tortured. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do that my wife was taken from me? What did I do that my mother was taken from me? You want to know something? My wife and my mom, I think they're in paradise now. Listen to me. I don't think they're in any pain. I think my wife is with her beautiful mother in heaven. I believe she's an angel. I believe she's with Grandma Rose, her grandma. We had our dogs, Rocky and Yogi. She probably played with them on the Rainbow Bridge. My mom, Josephine's probably with her parents, Grandma Anna, you know, and her father, Joe, my grandpa, Joe. She's thrilled. No more pain, no more suffering. In paradise with God. But on earth, I'm not in paradise. I mean, it's the truth. I'm not trying to be mean, but on earth, I have no wife. I have no mother. Really don't have a support system. I'm all alone. I feel like I'm being tortured. I do. And I don't know why. I really don't know why this is happening. You know, people talk about HELL. Let me tell you something. My kids are my heaven. When I look into my children's eyes, that's heaven to me. My children, I love them so much, and they keep me going. But I will tell you this, even the kids admit it. This definitely seems like a nightmare. You don't want to use that word, HELL, I don't want to say it. Something does not seem right about what happened with my wife and my mother. Yeah, your grandmother is probably right, Justin. They're in a better place. The question is, are we in a better place? That's the $1 million question. Hold on a second. Sometimes I think when someone passes away, I'll make you laugh. You want to laugh? When someone passes away, we do a service for them, right? And everyone gathers, to pay their respects. I think it should be the opposite. I think you should have the service for the people who are still alive. They're the ones. They're the ones really suffering. I'm serious. I know you probably think I'm like a psycho. It's like, the people who are left behind are the ones who suffer. The people who pass away, they're in paradise. They're happy. They got no pain. They're with God. They're with their relatives. I'm not the only one that said that. It's true. It's true. I mean, look, I don't want you guys to think I'm like a biatch or something like that, but yeah, you guys are probably thinking, this guy, Apefather, where's your diamond balls of steel? Where's your diamond balls of steel? Well, it's hard. My life was great. I'm looking back on my life. Man, I had a great life, man. You don't realize it at the time. You don't realize it. I had the perfect life. It was literally just a couple of months ago. Justin, what are you saying? You say I'm not saying that at all. I'm tired, man. You don't realize it. Like, just a couple of months ago, I had the perfect life. And if you would have told me back then, you would say, you have the perfect life, I'd be like, I lost a lot of money with AMC. No, she didn't take the COVID shot. She didn't have the coronavirus, though, Wes. The pneumonia that she got was caused from chewing food, unable to chew food. It went down the wrong pipe. It was the whole different thing. Because she had the cancer in the brain, God bless her. It's hard for her to chew and swallow food. But I remember 2020 with the coronavirus. I was so worried about my wife because she had the weak immune system, But she was fine. We got through 2020 fine. Matter of fact, it was good times. It was good times. We enjoyed it. Uh, I had the perfect life. My wife she was my lover. She gave me a lot of love. She was my best friend. She's always there. She wrote me love letters. Forget about it. She's like, when you wake up, I'll come upstairs. I'm gonna massage you. I'm gonna make love to you. I'm just saying, I ain't making love with nobody now. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Lou Bamboo? I love it when people say that shit to me. You'll be okay in time. In time. Well, there's a lot of things, man. It's like I didn't just lose my wife. I lost my mom too, man. So I spoke to people. They told me. They said that's horrible. Like, losing one person is like very extremely hard. Losing your wife, tremendously hard. Just that alone is a tremendous, tremendous tragedy. But losing your mom and your wife within like 2 weeks is an effing catastrophe. It's a catastrophe. But anyway, I don't know. I like to say, I'm gonna go get some sleep now. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think I'm gonna sleep. I can't sleep anymore. I try so hard to sleep. I'm tired. It's a weird feeling when you're so tired, but it's so hard to get sleep. Did your dad alive? I don't understand what that means. Wes said he never had a love like that, but you had a lot of girls with very little love, huh? You want to know what it is, Wes? That's the thing. Hold on. It's hard to find. Hold on, man. I'm gonna sneeze. It's hard to find someone like that. I'm telling you, I'm not feeling good. I'm shot. It's hard to find someone like that. My dad passed away. My dad smoked, unfortunately, too many cigarettes. 4 packs of cigarettes a day, God bless him. I told him to stop smoking, though. My father passed. God bless. It's hard to find a woman. It's so hard. That's willing to dedicate her whole entire life to you. It's hard to find a woman like that. Thank you, Mark. There's this paper over there. It's up there. Hold on a second. Hold on. Back a shot. Anybody, once again, who would like to do something good from their heart, it's not, obviously not a requirement, but we are going through a very difficult time. That's my Cash App. The comment is pinned below. Justin Henry. It's the $ Richard Lavoie. It's a $ RICHARDLEV as a Victor OI. I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I got to finish up all the thank you songs. I'm going to give everybody a big shout out who did any type of Cash App for me. This is the Cash App. $ Richard Lavoie. If you don't know, just lost my wife and my mother in a period of 2 weeks. We got 2 kids. I got 2 kids with my wife. Sophie is 11 and Michael's 14. So we're going through very difficult times. If anybody can find it in their hearts to do a Cash App, God bless you. God bless your family. If you don't have Cash App, you can do a Super Chat, but Super Chats, they're very expensive. They charge a lot of fees. You got to wait like a month and a half to get it. Cash App is very little fees and it's instant. I do prefer to get Cash Apps if you could, but if you can't, Super Chats is the next best choice. Leverbox recordings are great to go to sleep. I gotta try that. Yeah, that's what my cousin said to me. One day at a time. He said, don't think about a week from now. He said, don't think about a month from now. He goes, think about what you have to do to get through the day. He goes, that's what you got to think. Think about how you can get through. See, but you know what's crazy? Isn't it amazing how life changes with grief? Life changes so much when you lose your loved one. And it's hard to adjust. It's so hard to adjust because when your loved ones were alive, you were happy. You were so happy. And it's like everything was beautiful. And you just had this different, like, this whole different aura about you, you know? You just were, like, see, to me, I used to wake up, I was, like, very happy. In the mornings, you know, I was happy just to be with my wife, have some breakfast. Whatever we did, we did, you know, throughout the day. Whether it be we went on errands, we picked the kids up from school, we go out to a restaurant to eat dinner. It doesn't matter. We were a family, we were together, and we were happy. We were a family, we were together, and we were happy. And yes, grief changes your life. Now it's like, I'm just trying to get through it. I'm just trying to get past the day. Is that great? How do you go from happy family, love, happiness, security, everything we had, to all of that's vanished now? That's crazy. Now you're like, I just got to get past the day. I got to figure out a way to get past 24 hours, 24 little hours. And then it's like, it reminds me of this movie. I don't know if you ever saw it before, 1408, with John Cusack, Samuel L. Jackson. You know, he was like, he was a writer, John Cusack, a horror film writer. And he would go to all these different like places all around the country that supposedly had hauntings. So he went to this one, the Dolphin Hotel in Manhattan, and the room 1408. All these people apparently died in this room. It was like the room was haunted. And you should see this movie if you ever get a chance. It's a great movie called 1408. So the point is that the room tortures you for 60 minutes. And after the 60 minutes is over, you're basically finished. You're ready to you can't handle it no more. You're ready to give in. It absolutely and utterly tortures you for 60 minutes. It puts you through, you have to just watch the movie. But then guess what happens after the 60 minutes is over? It restarts. It restarts from the beginning. And the torture starts again. And you replay the torture. That's kind of how I feel, like every day. I feel like it restarts. I'm gonna go relax for a little bit. I'd like to say I'm gonna go to sleep. I doubt that's gonna happen, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. That's all you can do, right? All you can do is try. You know, it's crazy. I'll tell you something. When my wife passed away, but my mom was still alive, I'm going to tell you the difference of how I felt then versus how I feel now. There was a difference. My wife passed away. I was devastated. Oh my God, devastated. But guess who I was talking to about my devastation? Guess who was helping me? My mother. So she was helping me. Now the problem is when my mother passed away, all of this happened in 2 weeks. I wanted to talk to my wife. My wife, in my mind, I'm like, I gotta talk to her. She's gonna help me. She's gonna be there for me. She's gonna make me feel better. Now my mother passed away. But then I realized I can't talk to my wife, right? I can't talk to my mom. I can't talk to my wife. This feeling of dread hits you. And you're like, what am I gonna do now? It's a terrible, terrible feeling. But anyway, I'm going to run right now. One more time, I'll put this up there for anybody who would like to help out our family in our time of need. That's the Cash App. It's the $ Richard Lavoie. I'm going to be giving everybody a big shout out tomorrow who contributes. It could be anything. Any amount is greatly, greatly appreciated. $ Richard Lavoie, $RICHARD, L as in Larry, E as in Edward, V as in Victor, O as in Oreo, I as in Idaho, the $ Richard Lavoie. Take care, Justin. I'll be back. I'll definitely be back soon. Just gonna relax a little bit. God bless all of you. Good night. Buonanotte.